You withstand the man with the jazz.
a ragged shirt and baggy pants. He would do the old soft shoe, and he would jump so high, jump so high. Then he'd lightly touch down. He told me of the times he worked the minstrel shows, traveling throughout the South. He spoke of tears of 15 years, how his dog and he, they would travel about. But his dog up and died. After 20 years, well, he still grieved, and he still grieved. He said he danced now at every jam and honky-tonk. I dance for my drinks and tips, but most the time he stays behind these county bars. You see, I drinks a bit, then he shook his head. Lord, when he shook his head, I swear I heard someone say, please. That's Mr. Bojangles. Call him Mr. Bojangles. You know that's Mr. Bojangles. Come back and dance 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 and dance. He said I dance now at every jam and honky-tonk. I dance for my drinks and tips, but most the time I stay behind these county bars. You see, I drinks a bit, then he shook his head. Lord, when he shook his head, I swear I heard someone say, please, please. You know this Mr. Bojangles. Call him Mr. Bojangles. You know this Mr. Bojangles. Come back and dance 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 and dance.
That's jazz vocalist Melissa Walker off her 2009 recording, In the Middle of It All, Mr. Bojangles. And she's got Gregoire Meret on the harmonica there. Aaron Goldberg piano, Keith Gantz and Adam Rogers guitars, Christian McBride on the bass, and Melissa Walker is also known as Mrs. Christian McBride. And there's Clarence Penn there on the drums and percussion. And we started off Jazz Haven with New Haven tenor saxophonist Houston Person from his 2022 release. We heard the title track, Reminiscing at Rudy's. And Rudy's is the recording studio of Rudy Van Gelder in Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey. And that's a very well-known, very famous recording studio. And plays tribute to him in this recording. He's got Russell Malone there on guitar, Larry Fuller piano, Matthew Parrish bass, and Lewis Nash on the drums. Coming up today on Jazz Haven, we got George Coleman with One for All, Grammy winner Nicole Zaritis, Diego Rivera, and Charles McPherson. But first, for the second week in a row, the #1 jazz recording this week in America is trombonist Nick Fenzer's Legacy, a centennial celebration of J.J. Johnson. That's the latest recording from tenor saxophonist Diego Rivera. And we heard the title track, With Just a Word. Pete Rodriguez on the trumpet and congas. Art Hirahara piano. Lucas Curtis from Hartford on the bass. And Rudy Royston on the drums. And we opened up the set with the #1 jazz recording in the USA this week. Legacy, a centennial celebration of J.J. Johnson, who was a very well-known and very much appreciated trombonist in the late 40s and 50s. And he sort of introduced the trombone into bebop, like Charlie Parker did with the alto sax. Nick Fenzer is 36 years old. He hails from Rochester, New York. And right now he's touring the country in Europe. He's got some seasoned musicians on that recording. Rini Rosnes on piano, Rufus Reed on the bass, and Lewis Nash on the drums. The Jazz Haven Jazz Calendar is a quick rundown of some of the jazz in the area this week. It's Wednesday, June 5th, and each and every Wednesday at the Owl Shop, downtown New Haven, Owl Shop Cigar Bar and Lounge in downtown New Haven, it's the Kevin St. James Quintet from 9 until midnight. And there's no cover, no music cover charge. NMCC. On Friday, June 7th, if you're interested in listening to some great jazz, join jazz historian and curator Frank Cochran at the Institute Library in downtown New Haven, beginning at 5 p.m. It's free and open to the public, and donations are accepted to deter expenses. NMCC. And also on Friday, there's the Spring Concert Series at Firehouse 12. This is the final concert in that series, the Spring Series, as summer is 2 weeks away. And featured this Friday is guitarist Will Bernard's Pond Life. And there are always two shows, 8:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. And you can get tickets online or at the box office. And this weekend at Connecticut's premier jazz spot, the Side Door Jazz Club at the Old Lime Inn. Friday and Saturday night, guitarist Peter Bernstein and his quartet, his all-star quartet, for 2 nights. Sullivan Fortner on piano, Vicente Archer bass, and Al Foster on the drums. Both nights, the music starts at 8:30 p.m. On Saturday, June 8th, it's that historic jazz jam at Cafe 9, downtown New Haven, 4 to 7 p.m. All musicians are welcome to sit in after the first set. NMCC. And on Sunday, June 9th, the jazz brunch at the Elm City Market, downtown New Haven, featuring guitarist Tony Lombardozzi with bassist Phil Bowler and drummer Barry Reeves. Brunch and music from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. NMCC. And finally on Monday, June 10th, it's Pat Todd's Tuxedo Junction for dancing and listening. That swinging 17-piece big band is at the VFW Hall in Guilford beginning at 7 p.m. NMCC. That concludes the jazz calendar for the week. Go to jazzhaven.org for the complete calendar, updates, and additional information. You should check out some jazz this week. It's America's only original art form. And now, Connecticut's Grammy Award winner, Nicole Zuraitis.
Caffeine and affirmations, compelling conversations, all to escape the mundane. Little white lies disguise hidden switchblades. Mistakes well planned are well played. Champagne and declarations, massive understatements, all to conceal the unchanged. Keep the wheels rolling on this well-oiled motorcade. Mistakes well planned are well played. Mystery, this pair of thieves with their undercover heart stealing, appearing strong yet weak. Careful that the hand yet overwhelmed, knowing all too well the secret both can't tell. Smoking sweet confections, undefined objectives, all amplify this bargain. History repeated in this forbidden soiree. Mistakes well planned and well played. questions, undefined objectives, all amplify this board game. History repeating in this forbidden soiree. Mistakes will plan and will play. Mistakes well played and well played.
That's the latest from alto saxophonist Charles McPherson, recorded live at Smoke Jazz Club, NYC. It's got Terrell Stafford there on the trumpet, Jeb Patton piano, David Wong bass, Billy Drummond on the drums. And the recording is Reverence, and it's on the Smoke Sessions label. The tune we heard was Surge, composed by Charles McPherson. Ahead of that, we heard from Connecticut's Grammy Award winner for the Best Jazz Vocal album last year, and actually she received the award in February of this year. And Nicole plays piano and sings. So the tune we heard, and she's a composer, she wrote, it's called Well Planned, Well Played. It's off her release, How Love Begins. Christian McBride there on the bass and also helped to produce that recording. Gilad Hexelman on guitar, Maya Kronfeld on the Hammond B3 organ, and Nicole's husband, Dan Pagach, on the drums. It's Jazz Haven, turning you on to that midweek jazz break, just when you need it. All day and all night, WETF LP, the jazz station, streaming at Jazz Radio, WETF.org, and WNHH, New Haven's home for community radio, streaming at newhavenindependent.org. Here's Big George Coleman and One for All. That's My Foolish Heart, and it's off a brand new release from One for All, featuring tenor saxophonist George Coleman. And One for All is that sort of, I guess you call it a house band for Smoke Sessions Records. David Hazeltine piano, John Weber bass, Joe Farnsworth drums, Jim Rotondi on the trumpet, Eric Alexander alto sax, and our own Steve Davis on trombones. We want to thank you for tuning in to Jazz Haven, broadcasting from our studios in downtown New Haven, Connecticut, streaming at newhavenindependent.org, and the jazz station WETF-LP South Bend, Indiana, streaming at Jazz Radio, WETF.org. And it's been a pleasure to be your host here, Stan the Man on the set, and we hope you've enjoyed the music. We've had a great time playing it, and we look forward to the next time when we'll see you on the radio. Taking us home is a brand new release from pianist Lisa Hilton off her recording Coincidental Moment. And she's got a Hartford, Connecticut bass player backing her up, Lucas Curtis, with Igmar Thomas on the trumpet and Rudy Royston on the drums. Here's Happily Go Luckily.
Yeah, that's right.
Hi, this is Aaliyah Swaby, and you're listening to WNHH-LP 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from New Haven, Connecticut, and streaming live at www.nhhlp.org.